The 2025 Mubadala Citi DC Open has been full of twists, comebacks, and power plays, and now we're down to the final 8. 8 women, 8 different stories, 1 title on the line, but maybe even more than that. Legacy, momentum, redemption. You've got top-ranked warriors like Elena Rybakina and Maria Sakkari. You've got comeback queens like Emma Raducanu. You've got rising chaos factors like Clara Tauson and hometown hero Taylor Townsend. This isn't just another warm-up before the US Open. This is the proving ground. And here's the thing. Almost none of these matchups are clear-cut. We've already seen upsets. We've already seen fire. Now, it's time to predict who will actually survive these quarters. And yeah, I said survive, because every one of these players wants it bad. But who's ready to fight for it? Let's break it all down. Every matchup, every storyline, and every possible upset. And then, I'll give you my personal take on who's moving to the semis. And who might just be going home in tears. Stick around, because trust me, some of you are going to disagree loudly. Let's meet the cast of this DC drama. Leylah Fernandez, ranked 44, 22 years old, still riding the emotional power of that 2021 US Open final run. She's scrappy, she's smart, and she just quietly beat Yulia Starodubtseva to get here. Taylor Townsend, the American fan favorite, ranked 59, age 28. A doubles monster, just won the Australian Open in doubles, but don't sleep on her singles grind. Just beat Venus Williams. Yes, that Venus. Elena Rybakina, number 3rd in the world, calm, ruthless, and absolutely elite on hard courts, won Strasbourg in May. Big serve, bigger composure. Magdalena Fresh, the Polish dark horse, ranked 62nd, quietly piecing together solid runs on hard courts, and just took out Anna Blinkova. Not flashy, but she doesn't miss. Anna Kalinskaya, number 12th in the world, and playing like she wants to break into the top 10. Finalist in Dubai, quarterfinalist in Melbourne. She's clean, powerful, and under-discussed. Clara Tauson. This one's wild, ranked 105, but already made a final in Dubai this year and won Auckland. Super talented, super inconsistent, but when she's locked in, scary. Emma Raducanu, you already know the name, former US Open champ, been fighting through injury hell. But she's here in the quarters after beating Marta Kostyuk and stunning Vondrousova at Wimbledon. That's no fluke. Maria Sakkari, number 8, veteran of the WTA wars. Powerful, relentless, and currently on a mission to get back in the WTA finals mix. Just smoked Jessica Pegula. That's a statement win. All that to say, this isn't some top 4 seeds cruise to semis draw. This is tight. Every match has real stakes, real narratives, real pressure. Let's get into predictions. Let's not sugarcoat this. The matchup of the round, Emma Raducanu versus Maria Sakkari, 2 Grand Slam semifinalists. 2 players with something to prove, and a revenge narrative baked in. Remember, Raducanu beat Sakkari in the 2021 US Open semi. Now, almost 4 years later, they meet again. Emma's had injuries. She's slipped in the rankings. People doubted her, but she's showing signs of that old magic again. Her win over Kostyuk, confident, controlled, tactical. Meanwhile, Sakkari's been the model of consistency, but also heartbreak. So many deep runs, so many missed shots at glory, but this DC run is different. She's playing freely. She just outplayed Pegula and didn't blink once. So what's the turning point? Mental toughness, because both players can hit, both can rally, both can go 3 sets. But who holds their nerve at 5-5 in the 3rd? Don't be surprised if this turns into a war of attrition or ends in straight sets if one of them just mentally collapses. That's how high the stakes are. If Raducanu wins, the tennis world erupts. If Sakkari wins, it's revenge, redemption, and another deep run. Either way, that's the one match that'll dominate fan arguments. Let's hit the other matchups. Rybakina versus Frech. On paper, this looks easy. Rybakina's number 3rd Frech is 62. But here's the thing. Rybakina's not unbeatable in these pre-slam tournaments. She's had injury breaks before the US Open swing, and Freck is the type to grind and frustrate. Still, Rybakina's serve is elite. She wins free points, dominates short rallies, and doesn't give you rhythm. Unless she's way off her game, this one's hers to lose. Prediction: Rybakina in 2 tight sets. Kalinskaya versus Tauson, sleeper match of the round. Tauson's ranked outside the top 100, but don't let that fool you. She's already reached a Dubai final this year and beat Dolehide here in straight sets. Power hitter, huge upside. Kalinskaya though, she's clean. Her game's matured. She doesn't panic. This might come down to who wins the first set. If Tauson goes up early, she could ride the confidence, but if Kalinskaya stays consistent, she'll wear Tauson down. Prediction: Kalinskaya in 3 sets with drama. Fernandez versus Townsend. This one's all about emotion. Fernandez is the more polished singles player, deeper resume, more consistent results. But Townsend has the crowd, and she's confident. Her net game is tricky and she can throw off rhythm. If this becomes a grind fest from the baseline, Fernandez wins. If Townsend disrupts and shortens points, she could pull the upset. Prediction: Fernandez survives, barely. Title: here's who I'm betting on, even if it hurts alright. Here's where I stop hedging. Let's go through my predicted semi-finalists. Rybakina. You can't pick against her right now. Serve's too big. Confidence is there, and she hasn't even peaked yet this week. Kalinskaya. I love Tauson's ceiling, but Kalinskaya's discipline gives her the edge. She's in her zone in 2025, and she wants that US Open momentum. Fernandez. I trust Leylah's fight over Townsend's flair, and if it gets close, Fernandez's court IQ makes the difference. Sakkari. I know, everyone wants the Raducanu comeback story, but I'm calling it Sakkari grinds her down in 3 sets. Too much fire, too much motivation, but hey, I'd love to be wrong. Raducanu winning would blow the internet up. Tauson shocking Kalinskaya would throw the draw wide open. Townsend beating Fernandez would bring the house down. That's what makes this round so damn fun. Alright, my semifinal picks are locked in, but here's what I want from you. Who's your biggest lock to win their quarterfinal? And who's your underdog shock pick that's gonna ruin someone's bracket? Drop it in the comments, and don't play it safe. Argue, call me crazy. Stand by your pick like your tennis life depends on it, because this DC Open has already defied the script, and if this round goes off the rails, we might be talking about Raducanu versus Tauson in the final. Yep, it's that kind of tournament. Let the chaos begin. See you in the comments.